All righty, yeah, I'm back. Um, Had to change it. Let me share this out to everybody. I'm back. Um, 234 subscribers. We can really start breaking things down. Let me make sure. Let me give time for everybody to spin back and come back to the live stream. I messed up the last live, but yeah, I'm back. This is an introduction. Nary live again. I'm here on YouTube now. So yeah, congrats. We're gonna go check out. Let me make sure I get everyone back. Make sure I get everyone back in here. Because we're really gonna break this stuff down. Live again. Why did that thumbnail capture me like that? Let's see. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube. There we go. So yeah, it was a lot. I just got a lot. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Make sure everybody gets up in here. I'm having to make mods and stuff for when I get on YouTube consistently. So, but yeah, we're gonna be breaking down these free people, color families. I'm about to share the screen. FreeAfricanAmericans.com. We're gonna start with Maryland because this is a long process. Yeah, share screen. I might just get right Chrome tab. I might just get right into it. There we go. Starting with Maryland. This is how, and this you can see as we go along, right? So before I get into this, my first live stream, right? So I'm talking about my family and things like that. I show some stuff I shouldn't, some personal if I do not want to be shown. So with that being said, why Black Americans call themselves American Indian Native Americans. Now we're back. I'm gonna show you the free people of color, free Black American Indian families. Like I said before, I don't care what people call themselves, as long as they acknowledge that they're from America and that they're indigenous. We can be blacks amongst each other. Law, it can be different things. So yeah, shout out to whoever just joined. So yeah, I'm with the free Black American Indian families. So yeah, I'm just showing this stuff off. We're starting with Maryland. This is from freeafricanamericans.com, right? You know, I could go through the introduction, list of families, acknowledgments. These are the list of the names just to go through it. I'm not gonna read through all these. I'm going to just highlight what's interesting. During the colonial period in Maryland, over 600 free mixed race children were born to white women by African American men. We already know what they're talking about. They're talking about us. Fewer owned land than they did in their counterparts in Delaware, Virginia, and Maryland, Virginia and North Carolina. They had closer relation with the slave population than they did their counterparts in Delaware, Virginia, and North Carolina. Although some claim Native American ancestry, the evidence indicates that most are direct descendants of mixed-race children of white women. They're Indian and white, to be exact. And we don't know who these white women are. They could be melanated European women. So some free African Americans migrated to Delaware and Virginia where there are more opportunities for land ownership, right? But we're going to go into these families. That's what you guys are here for. And Mary Adams, 1660. Inventory of the Honorable William Coward. She married a Negro, William Negro. Boom. John Madden. Yeah, John Madden, when they listed an inventory of the St. Mary's County estate in 1716. One Negro man called Adam, 14 pounds. A mulatto. Yeah, they're just going into her. Just going to keep scrolling down. a lot of mulatto slave named Richard Adams, about 40 years old. In Maryland, in the Maryland law of 1664, made slaves of white women who made slaves of white women who married slaves. But after the marriage of Eleanor to Butler to William Boreman's slave Charles in neighboring Charles County in 1681, the laws repealed the following month if the marriage was sanctioned by the master. Few of the St. Mary's colonial court records have survived, so it's not possible to determine who became free. But Mary Adams and Adam were apparently the ancestors of the following free members of the Adams family. You got Sarah, Jacob, Ann, James, Joseph, John, Hannah, John, Phoebe, Jenny, Jane, Jacob, Samuel, Adam, James, Henry, Joseph. And they described how people looked too, right? They described how people looked. You had William, who was born in 1783. He was described as having a dark complexion. James, right here, he was described as having a black complexion and his hair was short and curly. Boom, now we look at James Adams right here. You have James Adams right here. He had a son named Charles, and he was described as having a yellow complexion. Now going down to John, right? He was a free Negro. He was classified as a free Negro in 1800, right? He was arrested by local authorities in North Carolina for breaking into someone's house. So these are court records that we're looking at. I didn't mention that, but these are court records that we are looking at. And it shows the crimes that they did or whatever they went to court for. He had a daughter named Mariah who had obtained a certificate of freedom in the Prince George's County in 1813. She was described as a bright mulatto woman. They also gave her age, which was 25, and she was 4'10". She was raised in the town of Piscataway in Prince George's County. And she married Nathan Hale. Now we go to his son, George Clinton. He was described as a dark mulatto. So they were describing mulattoes as light and dark. There's dark-skinned mulattoes, light mulattoes. Complexion didn't really matter. And mulatto in Maryland meant Indian. That was like a data giveaway. I talked to the Piscataway myself, my goddamn self. And they told me this at a powwow. Now we got Hannah Adams. She was in Baltimore City. She had a son named James who married Agnes Butler. Now we go down to this John Adams. He was a free mulatto in Charles County. He was a colored man who had a daughter named Elizabeth Ann by a white woman. So he mixed in with married a white woman. He married a white woman. So he had other daughters named Polly Carter and Eleanor Davis. Now we have Samuel. He had a daughter named Deborah. She was described as a dark mulatto. Now, we have Ann Adams. She was a free black citizen of Charles County. A free black citizen. And her children were Pamelia, Eleanor, John, Robert, Richard, and Lydia. Then you have another family, which was in Richmond County, Virginia, named John. He was considered a free mulatto. Now we're going on to the Aldridge and the Eldridge family. They descend from a white woman named Jane Eldridge, who had a child with a Negro. You have her son, Thomas, who was on the 1790 census. He owned 5 slaves. So he was one of those black slave owners, which he could have just been holding family together. He was probably just keeping his family together. I'm not going to get into that. I wasn't there. So you take whatever you make of that. Frederick Aldrich, then you have John Aldrich. So that's it for their family. You have the Allen family. They descend from Hannah Allen, and she was mulatto. She's mulatto. Sunday, these are her children. I'm not going to read those names. You have Jane Allen, and she had a son named Nathaniel. He was described as a black man. Now you have Mima Allen, who was a free mulatto woman in Prince George's County. She had a son named Henry, and she had a Mima Jr. She was described as having thick hair, so she was 5 feet. She was a dark mulatto nearly black woman, about 23 years old and 5 feet tall. She has thick lips, a fleshy face, a flat nose, and short woolly hair. She is raised in PG County and considered a free woman. Now you have Henry Allen, who was a free Negro. He was a mulatto woman. Oh, a woman. Okay. 4'11", flat nose, and had thick lips. Her daughters were Hannah. She was a dark mulatto, 17, 5'10", flat nose, thick lips, and a broad face. Now you had Nellie, who was born in 1797. She had a yellowish complexion. She was 4'6.5". So 4'6", yellowish complexion, had woolly hair, a flat nose, full eyes, and good teeth. Other Allens, you had John, James, Nathan, described as having a brown complexion. You have Rachel, who had a yellowish complexion. So they came in different complexions. Another Allen family, William, he was a constable of Francis Dulling in Talbot County, found to list his wife, Margaret, as a taxable person. So he's trying to evade taxes. This man was trying to, so he had to go to court. Now you have the Alsop family. There's not much going on with them. Tom was described as a mulatto, counted as a mulatto. Now on to the Anderson family, right? They descend from Mary Anderson, who was a mulatto. She was an Indian, most likely. More than likely, she was an Indian in King County, Maryland. She had a daughter, Rachel. You have her children, Rachel, Joseph, who owned a slave in 1790, Susanna, George, Negro, James, Mary, Hannah, who was a free Negro, Thomas, Stephen, Ned, Mary was a free mulatto, Nathan, Ritson, John. They all end up going to Delaware. Now you have Mary Anderson. She had 2 sons. She was mulatto. Thomas Anderson, who had a daughter named Rachel. She was described as a black woman. Ned Anderson, right? Described, he had a daughter named Sally. He was baptized by a Jesuit priest. Now another Anderson family, Christian Anderson. They descend from Christian Anderson. She was an indentured servant. She was a white woman. She had a daughter named Hensey that was classified as, or a son, Hensey or Henley Anderson, described as mulatto. Now the Annis family, this is a short family. She had a child by a Negro named Caesar. And she had a daughter named Mulatto Sue. Now Mulatto Sue, she had children. She had 2 children. That's all. I'm only highlighting what's interesting. You guys can see and read for yourselves. Everything. So you had the Anthony family. Not much going on here. The Armstrong family, which starts with Jacob Armstrong. He had a slave. He was a slave owner. So Jacob Armstrong was a slave owner. In Delaware, you have another Jacob Armstrong, who was a free Negro. He had 2 kids. Now the Armwood family. You got Jemima Armwood, born in 1740. She had a child by a Negro slave. And she had 2 other children. Daniel Armwood, and these are his kids. Now you got the Atkins family that descended from Eleanor Atkins in 1677. And these are her. She only had 1 daughter. Now we're on to the Atlow family. Not much going on here, but George was described as a dark mulatto. You had the Baker family. Anthony descended from Anthony Baker, who's mulatto himself, and that ends right there. The Banks family. They descend from Catherine Banks. She had an illegitimate child by a Negro, and that's what's going on with their family. You have Senna, who was described as having a light chestnut color, and was born free. Now we got Henry Bank, the Banks family. It's not much going on here either. They're baptized. Now on to the Banneker family. This is Benjamin Banneker's family. He's a descendant of Robert Banneker. And he was married to Mary Lett, the daughter of a white woman by an enslaved man. So he married himself a mulatto. The Banneker family has a town named in modern Liberia, West Africa, the home of the Vai people who lived there since about 1500 when they left the Mali Empire. John Adams, so the Vai people aren't originally, according to these court records, the Vai family is not from Liberia, the Vai tribe. And that's according to this. Vai, let's see, African tribe. In Sierra Leone. Now they're going on. She was a free Negro. We're just going to get down to the descendants, right? Yeah, Benjamin Banneker, born in 1731. He was born in 1731. He was a bachelor on an assessment 130 in St. Paul's Parish. So this is the land that he owned. He owned about 20 acres to Greenberry Merton in 1738. He also sold 2 acres to Edward Sugar. Edward was in the Patapsco area. So yeah, this is Benjamin Banneker and this is his family. The Bantam family, you got James Bantam, right, who was mulatto. He had his son. This is his family. He was described as a black man. His children, Levin, mulatto. Edward, he was described as black. Harry, he was described as black. And Moses was described as having a light chestnut color. Why did they differentiate these complexions? I have no idea. Now we're going on to the Barber family. There's not much going on here. Barley, neither one of them either. The Barrett family, not much going on here. Now, the Barton family, I actually brought this up in my last live. I brought this up plenty of times, right? The Barton family is my family. This is my 8th great-grandfather. He was born in 1670. Him and his wife were baptized, and they had a Negro child, and they got Christian names. Before 1670, right, or 1699 to be exact, they did not have European names or Christian names. This is what they would do with Indians. They would baptize them, right? They would baptize them and give them European Christian names. That's just how it goes. When they first got over here, he owned 50 acres of land. And then 127. So he owned about 200 acres of land in Anne Arundel County. This right here is my 7th great-grandfather, and he married Sarah Savoy. I'll get into the Savoy family later. Now you have Mary Barton, a great aunt. This is my, this would be my 6th This would be my 6th great-grandfather, who's a free mulatto. No, that's not my. This is one of my great uncles. That's never mind. I'm gonna show you my right here, the family that went up in Baltimore, because I descend from this family. They were free people of color. My 4th great grandma was a free person of color in Harford County, Maryland, and she's connected to the Baltimore family, the Bartons that were in Baltimore. Norfolk Barton, you got John Barton. These are certificates of freedom. They're all described as bright mulattoes. The Bass family, I'm sure they're connected. They descend from a white woman and a Negro. That's it about them. Benjamin Bates, the Bates family, not much going on with them. Batterson, Caribbean. Elizabeth Batterson was from the island of Come on, I'm live streaming right now. Go. Yeah, not right now. Go. All right, yeah. Boom. Now we got the batters. They come from the island of Nevis. Come on. All right, hold on. I don't know if y'all can hear the background loud, but yeah, shout out to who's ever here. Drop something. Batson family. Make sure y'all like, give a thumbs up to the video. Subscribe if you're enjoying it. Susanna Batts, you got the Batson family. There's nothing much going on here. Vachelle, she was described as having Vachel, described as having a black complexion. You have William Patterson or Batson, a very black complexion, very black. He was born of a free woman of color. You got the Bean family. You got the Bevan family. Not much going on. You got the Beckett family. Beckett, this Peter Beckett, who was a Negro slave. These are his children right here. You got Peter Beckett. These are his children. William Beckett. These are his children. You got Bede Beckett. His children, or her children. I'm sorry. But this is interesting. He was on the French and Indian War muster. That muster roll. Now, William Beckett, 1720. You have that. You got the Beto family right here. Like I'm really going through this stuff. The Beto family, and I'm gonna try to make this interesting because a lot of this stuff is not interesting to read. So I'm not even gonna go through this. I'm gonna just skim through it until I see something that's really interesting. The Bentley family, they descend from a woman from London. Mary Davis. Now you have Rose Davis. She was on the top of the hill plantation. There's the summarization of that. You have their children, Indian Polly Bentley, who was born in 1710. The Bentley and the Davis family married into my family, the Barton family. It will describe that as I go along. She was described as Indian Polly, and she was a slave of Lettuce Thomas, when she died of smallpox. So keep in mind of this Indian Polly name, because it's going to get interesting. Now, Mary Bentley, these are her children. You got Rosamond Bentley. She had to go to court to prove that she was the granddaughter of Rose Davis, who was the daughter of a white woman. That's how she got her freedom. Rosamond Bentley. Now you have Eleanor Bentley, right? Eleanor Bentley, these are her children. The Queen Anne's family, Bentley family, these are them. Now you have the Berry family. I think it goes deep into when we get to the Davis family because it's interesting. Because I want you guys to pay attention to that Indian Polly name because it's going to throw you for a loop. Now on to the Bishop family. The Bishop family, these are Chop Tank Indians. Thomas Bishop was born in 1700. He was an Indian credited with one wolf in Talbot County. He was identified as a Chop Tank Indian. So the Chop Tank Indians, these are basically Nanticokes that lived in that area. These are Nanticoke Chop Tank Indians. Now we're going on to the Black family. There's not much going on here. Blake family, George Blake, his wife in Northampton County. They end up moving from Chincoteague Island and moving into Maryland. You got, these are their family. Hannah owed 6 pounds in the court to someone in court. There's that. We're just scrolling through that. George Blake, 1734. He owned over 1,300 acres. 1,300 acres in Worcester County. It's crazy. Worcester County. Over 1,300 acres. Other Blake families, you got Betty. It's a long list. Betty, they end up going to Pennsylvania. There's not much going on. The Borman family, you got James Borman, who was an Indian servant of John Dent. So they're Piscataway. The Borman family are Piscataway Indians. Charles Borman brought over one of my ancestors. Now you have the Bond family in Baltimore County. You have Mulatto Bess. Boom, you got these. The Bone family. You have the Boone family. They descend from a white woman. The Boone family. The Booth family. You got Hannah Booth, is her family. The Boston family. You have the Boston family right here. Catherine 17th, she was described as a yellow woman, and she was Portuguese. A yellow woman that was described as being Portuguese that was brought over to Anne Arundel County. So the Bostons are of Portuguese descent. Must have been a swarthy Portuguese at that. Yellow. She's descended from a Spanish woman named Maria. And yeah, a Spanish woman named Maria. These are her children right here. They're described as black, dark complexion, dark brown, black complexion. These are their descriptions right here. A free woman of color. She was described as a free woman of color. Bright complexion, mulatto. Yeah, that's it for them. The Boswell family, not much. The Bottler family, right here. You have the Bottler family. You have the Bowen family, the Bowser family. Richard Bowser, 17th, he was a free Negro, 1720. These are his children. Ruth she had an illegitimate child. The Brady family, not much going on. The Brennan Browning family is not much going on. The Brown family, Anne Arundel County, Prince George's County, descended from Eleanor Brown, descended from a white woman. Margaret Brown, her children, these are the children of the Brown family of the Western Shore. Now on to Kent County, you have Elizabeth Brown. They descend from Elizabeth Brown. She was a servant. Her children. The Brumgen family or the Brungerman family. Eliza. Her children. You got the Bryant family. Nothing really. The Bryant family. The Buckley family. You also have the Buckwell family. The Bully family is 1710. Yeah, these are some short families as well, too. The Burgess family, this is a short family. The Burke family, pretty short. The Burton family, Ann Burton, is a Somerset Parish. You got the Butcher family. Robert Butcher, he's a Negro, had to pay a fine of 500 pounds of tobacco. 500 for having. So yeah, they would get punished like severely. They had to like pay fines and stuff if they had illegitimate children. So there's that for them. You guys can take the time to read that yourselves. Yeah, Hannah Butcher, convicted of a felony. They also got shillings too. But they were convicted of felonies and stuff like that for having illegitimate children. Robert, this is on Consuela. You got Susanna, mulatto free and single woman. Consuela Butler, she had an illegitimate child too, I think. That's not what it says. The Butler family. So this is my family as well. We got the Butler family. They're descendants of a white woman from Ireland. She was imported and she married Negro Charles, one of Boorman's slaves. William Boorman left a St. Mary's County will. Since May, he gave his wife slaves Robert, Charles, and Eleanor. His son John Baptist, slave Catherine, has a son Francis Ignatius, slaves Anne, Margaret. Okay, who? 1749. This and that. On 1763, Charles and Nell descended William and Mary Butler sued Richard Boorman for their freedom. And yeah, people were testified, they were declared free. So that's basically it for the Butler family on that end. But yeah, the Butlers, they're Piscataway. I can show you the surname list. I've shown them a lot, but they're Piscataway. That's the Butler family. Butlers, we're just going through that. Boom. That's the Butler family for you. I'm going to try to speed this process because I'm going to actually get through this because I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this live stream again. I might bring this up for reference, but the Butler family is huge, especially in Prince George's, Charles County, and then, they spread out to D.C. and Baltimore. Now, on the Caldwells and Evans family. Right here. I'm just going to skim through these surnames. Honestly, the Cambridge family. Because I'm going to just show you all the site. I'm going to just show you all the site for real. If I see anything that's real interesting, I'll just stop there. But yeah, this is the Cambridge family. Somerset. The Campbell family, Cannon family, Cannon, Carney, Carr family, the Carroll family, the Carter family. I'm also related to the Carters in that area. Cardi, Case, Chambers, Chuck, Chubb, Clark, Clayton, Cougar, Coker, Cole, Colick, Collins. So yeah, I'm just making sure y'all see this. The Combs family. This is P. Diddy's family. The Combs family, or the Combest family, basically. They ended up going to South Carolina. The Carter family, the Conceller family, Accomack. They came from Virginia to Maryland. They have a big family. The Cook family, the Cooper family. Got the Cooper family, man. You got the Cork family, the Cornish family. They're connected to the people in the 1619 project. This is it. The Cornish family, Negro slave. Ended up Esau, Cornish. You got Sydney. So yeah, these are our people that are connected to the 1619 project. The Kersey family. There's that. The Cott family. More on that. For the Cox family. Prass family. Crawley. The Creek family. Oh, they came from India. This Creek family came from India. They're East Indian Indians. So you had East Indians also that came to like Maryland, Virginia, the Carolinas as well. The Cromwell family, the Cunningham family, the Curtis family. Curtis is an Indian name for those that didn't know. Yeah, they have, and I'm gonna go through these descriptions of what they look like. This is what the Curtis family look like. Let's see. Dark complexion. Myra, she had a dark complexion. Nance, she had a dark complexion, born free. Sophia, light complexion. Minta, she was a dark mulatto with long hair. Mary had a black complexion with hair. Her hair was short and curly. Matilda had a dark complexion. Cornelius had a black complexion, big mouth, thick lips, large bony hands, low forehead, short woolly hair. Rebecca had a dark complexion. Henry had a dark complexion. Lucy Curtis and her children. Gustavus, he had a dark complexion. Nancy, she had a black complexion. Sarah Curtis and her children. Margaret had a dark complexion, and Susanna had a light complexion. Millie Curtis, her children. Millie had a black complexion. Her hair was short and curly. Sarah, she had a dark complexion. Her hair was short and curly. Mary, she had a black complexion. Her hair was short and woolly. Gustavus had a black complexion. Rebecca Curtis and her children. Henry had a dark complexion. Nancy had a dark complexion. Harry had a light complexion. Sarah Ann had a dark complexion. Elizabeth had a bright complexion. Joseph had a dark complexion. Yeah. So, yeah, that's on with them. Elizabeth Curtis and her children. Elizabeth Curtis had a dark hair, or the woolly. John had a dark complexion. Eleanor had a bright complexion. Rebecca had a dark complexion. And Nancy had a dark complexion. Now, Ann Curtis and her children, Benego had a dark complexion, and Joseph had a dark complexion. Now on to the Dalton family. Unless I see like something like their complexions and stuff, how they were described, that's the only way I'm gonna go about that. Mary Davis is her descendants. She had Rose Davis. They married the Davis family, married into my Barton family again. Okay, so this right here, Rose Davis. Rose Davis was born on 11th of August, 1684 at the top of the Hill Plantation. She was baptized then. Boom, she had to go to court to prove that she did not descend from an African. She descended from an East Indian, someone from India. And she also died of smallpox. So I want to ponder on this, right? You had people, they say the indigenous Americans, the American Indians, right? They died of smallpox. Now we have a case that shows us a woman that is of East Indian descent and European descent died of smallpox. Just something to ponder on, to think about. It's crazy. You got another Davis family. I've been talking for a while too. I gotta start getting water bottles and stuff. The Dawson family, the Day family. Benjamin Day, he had a debt of over 4,000 pounds of tobacco. That is crazy. The Dean family in Maryland sold a black cow. Yeah, he owned a black cow. The Delaney family, free woman of color. Her children, Elizabeth was a bright mulatto. William, a bright mulatto. Moses, Nancy, William Devon, you got the Devon family. Dobson family. The Dodson family. John Dodson, his children, they were described as being colored, a colored woman, a black man, a colored woman, a colored man, light complexion, a black boy, thick lips, flat nose. Jane, a dark complexion, a Negro girl, dark complexion. Margaret, a mulatto girl, large flat nose, thick lips. Mary Ann, a light complexion, colored woman. The Dogan family. You got the Donaldson family right here. The Douglas family, they came from Virginia. The Dove family, mulatto slave. She was a Negro woman. The Downs family. You got the Driggers family. These are connected to the Rodriguez family in Virginia. The Driggers in Virginia, they're Accomack. They're Accomack and Portuguese descent, possibly African descent too. So 1619 project, because Emmanuel Driggers, it came from the 1619 project. Thomas Driggers. So yeah, Accomack in Maryland. The Dew family, the Duffy family, the Dunlap family. No race. She had no race. Mary Dunlap had no race indicated, so they didn't know who she was. Joseph, she had a daughter. He had a daughter named Nanny, who was described as having a yellow complexion. Free woman of color. Joseph Dunlap, his children. Winnie, black woman, 5'2", free woman of color. And dark mulatto, 5'3". George, dark mulatto, 5'8". Joseph, dark colored man, dark complexion, 5'8". Tracy, mulatto woman, 5'1". Isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting how all these people could have all these children with different descriptions? The Durham family, Daniel Durham, John Durham, these are their family. William Durham's family. So yeah, we're just skimming through the Durham family right here. The Dutton family. The Dyer Diaz family. The Dyer Diaz family. The Easter family. The Easton family. The Edmonds family. The Elbert family. The Ellis family. The England family. You got the English family. The Ennis family. You got the Evans family. Now on to the next group. Farmer. You got William Farmer. The Farmer family. Farrell family. Farthing family. Fitton. Fisher. A lot of Fishers. That's a big family. Flames family. The Fletcher family. Ford family. Okay, so we're going to go through the Fords real quick. What they're described as. These are Allie Fords and her children. Daphne was a mulatto woman, 5'11". 5'11". She was 5'11". Mary, very dark mulatto woman. Thomas, a yellow man. John, a black man, has thick lips. Benjamin, a copper-colored man. So the Ford family were Indians in Maryland because Benjamin was copper-colored. He was described as copper-colored. Jane, a black woman. Nancy, and you had Rebecca, who's a copper-colored girl. So yeah, the Ford family in Maryland descend from Indians. What county are they in? Charles County, Piscataway. Ford family is Piscataway Indians. All right, Sarah Ford, her son Charles was described as a black man. Chloe and her children, she was described as a black woman. Her children, Thomas, a black man. Allie, a mulatto woman. Jane, a mulatto woman. And Mary, she wasn't described as anything. Other families, you got the Fortune family, the Fontaine family, the Fountain family, my bad. The Fountain family, the Fowler family, the Francisco Cisco family. You'll see any descriptions. That's a pretty big family. The Friend family, the Frost family, the Gale family, the Game family, the Gannon family. Did they describe any of them? I'm kind of scrolling fast. The Gannon family, the Gates family, the George family, the Gibbs family, the Gibson family, the Grace family, the Graham family, the Grant family, the Graves family, the Gray family, the Grayson family, the Green family, the Greenwood family. You got the Griffin family now, the Grimes family. I'm just, for those who are just joining, I'm just scrolling through, honestly, because I don't feel like, because this gets pretty boring describing this stuff. Is not, a lot of the stuff not really interesting, and I'm not about to read through this all day. The Greenwich family. Unless I find descriptions of what they look like and stuff like that, that's when I'll just stop and read through it. But these families aren't. The Greenwich family, this is a pretty big family too. The Gurley family, the Guy family, and now we got the Haley through Jones. Haley family, the Hale Hall family, Prince George's, Eastern Shore, okay. Hamilton Hanser, Hanson family, Harding family, the Harmon family. These are Nanticoke. So these are connected to the 1619 Project too. They're descendants of Nanticoke, Accomack. This is connected to Maryland, Virginia, and Delaware. So yeah. Boom. All right, cool. So we got Joseph Harmon. His has a this. Oh, some of these people were just sent to Liberia too. I don't know if I scroll past these families. But you got the Jacob family. She was described Jaka. She was Harmon. She was described as a mulatto. She was a bright mulatto woman. All right, James Harmon. My bad. His children, Jaka, she was described as a bright mulatto. You got James. They were considered Indians. James and Lucy Harmon's descendants were considered Indians in the Norfolk County. So the Harmon family, they're Indians. Like I told you. Their court records verify that they're Indians. They might, if they're in Norfolk, they could have been Accomack or Nanticoke. the Delaware family, the Harris family, Harrison, Harwood, Hawkins. She was a descendant. Yeah, Lucy Hawkins was a descendant of a free woman of color. She had a dark complexion. She had a dark complexion, yellowish complexion. Oh, she had a yellowish complexion. Abigail, dark complexion, yellowish. So they came in the different colors. The Hawes family, Peter Hawes. Interesting. The Haycock family. You got the Heath family, the Hicks family. Now onto the Hill family. The Hilton family. The Hinton family. Oof, my bad. The Hitchens family. The Hodgkin family. The Hodgkins family. The Holland family. The Holly family. Their certificates of freedom. I'm about to read through this. Joseph Holly had a son named Ignatius, described as having a light complexion. Sarah Holly, her children, she was described as having a bright complexion. Elizabeth Holly, Susan Butler, okay, bright complexion, long hair. Sarah Holly, bright complexion. Anna, dark complexion. Millie, bright complexion. The Holmes family, the Holt family, the Hopkins family, the Horner family, the Houston family, the Howard family, the Howe family, the Hubert family, to describe them, the Hughes family. All right, so the Hughes you have Enoch Hughes described as being a chestnut color, Nancy described as being a blackish color. You have John, the Hughes family. More of the Hughes family. Got the Hutt family now. The Henson family. Joseph Henson described as being a light complexion. The Impey family. The Jackson family. Shout out to them Jacksons. Moore, Cecil, Baltimore, Dorchester. Jacksons were everywhere. Delaware. The Delaware families. Alrighty. You got the Jacobs family. Jeffrey family. The Jervis family. The Johnson family. They descend from Anthony Johnson. I'm also kin to the Johnsons. John Johnson. Okay, so yeah, they married Anthony Johnson's daughter. She ended up marrying into one of the Puckums, a Nanticoke chief. So Johnson's had that Accomack and Nanticoke connection too. So yeah, Richard Johnson, 5 heads. His father, and Anthony Johnson was also described as the first slave owner. I'm trying to make this interesting, honestly, but this is going to be one of those videos. I'm crazy how my first video went, so I had to double back and do this. So yeah, Jolly, I'll be back with something more interesting tomorrow. Jones family, Baltimore. All right, the Kelly to Owens next. Kelly to Owens. The Kelly family, Corsi, Kersey. The King family, the Knight family. A lot of these families are short too. The LeCount family, my bad. Lamb, Lantern. Let's see. Okay, this is a pretty big family, Lantern. Does it give any descriptions? Lauder, Lawrence, Lee, Prince George, Dorchester, Lincoln's, Lake, Lewis, Little Johns, the Longo family. The McDonald family, the McDonald family, the Madden family. Huh. Do they have any registration? Okay, we have William Madden. Madden, described as a dark mulatto. John Madden, a black man, 5'7", a light black man. Toby Madden was a light black man. The Maggie family, or the McGee family, my bad. Mahoney, free mulattoes. So you have Patrick. Gabriel Mahoney. Does it say what he looks like? A bright mulatto, Gabriel. Alrighty, that's in the Malavery family, the Mallory family. Marshall Mason. I'm also a descendant of the Masons. They're Piscataway too. One of my ancestors actually described as copper color. So you have Henry Mason. Henry Mason, yellow complexion, hair short and woolly. Millie Mason, yellow complexion, born free. John Mason, this is one of my ancestors. He's described as copper color, hair short and woolly. Elizabeth, yellow complexion. Matthew, not being black, hair short. Priscilla, Rebecca, complexion yellow, hair straight. Drady Mason, you got James Mason, complexion rather dark, hair short and nappy. So they called him nappy-headed. These are nappy-headed Indians. People like to ask, where are the Indians with the afros? Where are the Indians with the nappy, coarse, woolly hair? They're described in these goddamn records. That's where they are. They're in the court records. So when everybody tells you that, you got this video reference. you have this video reference. God damn it. Perry, bright complexion. Harry, dark complexion. The Massey family, the Matthews family. The Mayhaw family. The Meade family. The Miller family. Somerset, the Minor family, the Mitchell family, the Moloch family, the Monk family, the Moody family, the Moore family, Peggy Moore, a colored woman named Indian Peg. Peggy Moore was an Indian. I don't know if she was East Indian. They would have said if she was East Indian or not. So she was an Indian in D.C. Levi Moore. Nancy Moore, she was described as being copper color. Matilda, dark chestnut color. And Kitty, another dark chestnut color. I wonder if they use chestnut to describe Indians. Chestnut color to describe Indians. Because I've seen chestnut a few times. The Morgan family. Yeah, William Morgan. Yellow's complexion, hair is short. Gustavus. The Morris family, a mixed family. The Morris family. Let's see, they described as anything. The Mortis family, the Moulton family, Morton family, Mose family, Mosley family, the Munns family, Murray family, Myers family, Mayers family, Naylor family, the Nat family, Nelson family, the Newman family. The Newmans are also Piscataway. They're also Piscataway too. The Nichols family. Okay, so we got Grace Nichols. You got John Elson, bright mulatto. Kitty, copper colored. Sophia, copper colored. You got Mary, bright mulatto. So the Nichols family were Indians. Nicholson family, the Norman family. The Norris family, the Norwood family, the Nuts family, the Oakey family, or the Okey. The Oliver family, Kent County, the Oney family, the Osborne family, the Overton family, the Owens family. Now on Palmer Rustin. Palmer family, the Parker family, Parkinson family. Hold on, before we get to the Parkinsons. Yellow skin. You have Priscilla, dark complexion. Sarah, yellowish complexion. Sarah, dark complexion. Elizabeth, yellowish complexion. William, dark complexion. Susanna, brown complexion. Charity, brown complexion. Thomas, mulatto complexion. Now the Parkinson family, the Parsons family, the Patterson family, the Peck family. You have Henry Peck, dark mulatto. Polly, dark mulatto. David, a black man. Eastern Shore. Simon Peck, Pennington. Penny. You know, I might Perkins, the Pearl family. I might come back. I might just stop at Maryland. Yeah, I'm gonna just let me edit the title. Maryland, Maryland and Delaware. Let me Delaware. Yeah, because I'm gonna stop after this. I'm gonna hop off here. Maryland and Delaware. Team 11, and I'll probably I'm gonna do Virginia tomorrow. We're gonna get through the Virginia tomorrow. Pickett, Plowman, Plummer, Polson, Pratt, Prattis, Produce, Press, Price, Pride, Pritchett, Proctor. Proctors are also Piscataway. That's my family too. I descend from Elizabeth Proctor. That is my ancestor right there. The Prout family, the Puckman family. These are the Nanticoke, Delaware, the Nanticoke, Lenny Lenape people. John Pucker was an Indian who married Anthony Johnson's granddaughter, Joanne Johnson, in Somerset County, Maryland. So here goes your Nanticoke, Lenny Lenape connection right there. The Quander family, the Queen family. This is also an interesting family. They're Piscataway too. The Queen family won its freedom to testimony descent from a native Indian of South America. In 1810, families sued for their freedom descent from a white woman. Defendants testified at the trial that they heard they were the ancestors of the Mary Queen, who was brought into the country by Captain Larkin and sold for 7 years. So the Queen family are also Piscataway, and they have South American Indian blood. So these are what they were described as being. Simon, a black man. William, or Nicholas, a Negro man with a dark complexion. And you have Stephen, a black man. Now you got Isaac, a Negro man. William, a Negro man. Dark complexion. Both have dark complexion. Charity, okay, Edward, a very dark complexion. Charity had a dark complexion. Eleanor had a dark complexion, and William had a dark complexion. Now, another in Anne Arundel County, Robert, brown complexion. James, brown complexion. John, black complexion. Paul, black complexion. William, a Negro man, light complexion. Dennis, a dark complexion. David, a brown complexion. Gabriel, a Negro man, dark complexion. John, a brown complexion. Mary, a bright complexion. The Ray family. The Reardon family. The Redding family. The Reed family. You have Jeremiah, a dark complexion. William, dark complexion. Attaway, a light complexion, long and curly hair. Susanna, a tolerable dark complexion. How the hell can a dark complexion be tolerable or not, or intolerable? That's crazy. That is crazy. The Rhodes family. Yeah, the Richards family. So what are they described as? In nothing. The Richards family, the Ridgway family, the Reisner family. You have the Roach family, the Roberts family, the Robinson family, the Rogers family, the Rollins family, Ross family, Rounds family, Russell family, the Rustin family. Alrighty, now on to the next group of people, the next family list. The Salmons family. This is them. The Sampson family. The Saunders family. The Savoy family. They're Piscataway. This is my family too. Savoy, Mingo Savoy. He had a daughter named Sarah, who married my 7th great grandfather. Sarah Savoy married my 7th great grandfather. Alton Savoy. You have Jane Savoy, who's a bright mulatto complexion. You have Harry Savoy, bright mulatto. William Savoy, a bright mulatto. Yeah, I'm trying to hurry up. I'm just hurry up and get through these. Honestly, I'm about to shut this live down. I actually went live for 2 hours. Oh boy, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna build up my stamina for a freaking. Some people be on live for like 10, 12 hours. I don't know how I'm gonna build myself up for that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I am not gonna lie to y'all. We got the Scott family, the Shavers family, the Shaw family, the Shepherd family, the Shorter family. Any descriptions? Dark mulatto. The Cisco family, Skinner family, Smith family. Should be a lot of Smiths, right? Smithers, Smothers family, the Snow family, the Salcombe family, the Songo family. Songo is an interesting name. Southwood, Sparksman, Spearman, Spencer, Stanley. All right, Draper had a chestnut color. Levin had a copper color, so the Stanley family are Indian. Hopkins had a chestnut color. You have Esther with a dark complexion. Joe Stanley had a yellowish complexion. John had a chestnut color. I said Chester. Robert Stanley. You had Nancy Stanley who had a chestnut color. The Stevenson family. The Stewart family. You know, that's royalty. They are royalty. The Street family, they're Nanticoke. Shout out to Johnny Aborigine. But yeah, they're Nanticoke. Thank you, DP. Appreciate it all. Thank you, DP. The Strickland family. Suter family, Summers family. The Swan family, they're also Piscataway. My bad. Taylor Kent family. Thomas family. The Thompson family, they're also Piscataway. Thompson family is also Piscataway. Any descriptions for them? The Tills family, the Tippett family, Tobin family, the Toogood family, the Trout family, the Trusty family. The Tunks family, the Turner family. Upton and Younger family. I believe this is the last page. You got Upton, Valentine family, the Vernon family, Walker, Wallace, Wancy, the Ward family, Waters family, Watson family, Weber family, Webster family, the Wedge family, the Welch family, Whitnam family, Wilkins family, Wilkinson family, the Williams family. Anything they're described as? No. Willis family, Wilson family, the Wingate family, the Winslow family, the Wise family, the Wiseman family, the Wood family, the yellowish complexion, dark complexion, short hair, the Woodland family, bright yellow, long woolly hair, bright complexion, dark complexion, Thomas, yellow, long hair. Yeah, the Woodward family, the Wright family, the Young family, the Younger family. And yeah, this is it for the families of Maryland and Delaware. Hope y'all enjoyed the live. Peace. About to end the stream. Jesus Christ.